for now, we are joined in studio by Mpho Masingi, who will be speaking to us about student success coaching and what that means. Good morning, Mpho, and thank you for joining us in studio.
Good morning, and thank you for having me.
Now, Mpho, to start us off, what is the student success coaching program?
Okay, the program, first of all, let me introduce myself to you and your listeners. I am a student success practitioner, and I work in the student success coaching project, where I coordinate the activities between us, the staff, the students, and eventually the coaches.
Yeah.
So I'm not a coach. So the program is designed to provide a holistic a support to first year students with a focus on first generation students and students that are from quintile 1 to 3
Yeah.
schools. Yes.
And what is the role of the student success coach? Yeah. So
Okay.
as a student success coach, what is your role?
Okay. Their role is basically to support a cohort of approximately 2,000 students per coach in various colleges
Yeah.
in the institutions. So they provide monitoring and mentoring, the guidance, and some motivation.
Yeah.
We all need motivation from time to time. So that's what we basically do. So they facilitate group sessions,
Yeah.
and they also facilitate one-on-one sessions where you book via the app,
Yeah.
the SSC Student Success Coaching app. It's a 30-minute session,
Yeah.
depending on what the student comes with. I mean, we don't cut them off,
Yeah.
based on the time, but we have also some referral mechanism that we use if we feel that you need to be referred to another department or
Yeah.
another unit. That's what we do.
So you mentioned that this is for first year students.
Yes.
Now, if let's say I am a second year student at Unisa and I didn't go through, I wasn't working with a student success coach, is there anything that I can access that will also help me in that regard?
No, definitely. Remember, this project is from the student retention unit. So what we are also trying to do is to retain our students.
Yeah.
So if you are a second year and you feel like, you know what, I need to speak to someone about a particular issue,
Yeah.
you are more than welcome. We are not going to chase you away, but our focus is mainly on first years because those ones have a lot of challenges.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
you just try to help them navigate their entry into the institution, be it also distance learning.
Yeah.
So they need the transition from high school to higher education can be a bit difficult sometimes, and maybe you need someone who can be there for you, who knows the steps of what to do.
Yeah.
Around.
And I mean, it's important that you touch on that because, you go from having 6 classes a day as a high school student. You know that you get to school at 7. The school day ends at 3 because you've had however many classes. But as a student, you then get to a campus where, let's say on a Monday, you'll have one lecture. And you have a lecturer that is not even chasing after you, that's not saying to you, hey, do your homework, submit an assignment. You are expected to just appear and show up and be responsible for yourself. So I do think that being part of or having a student success coach is important. Now, what modalities of support are used in the program?
Okay. Support is delivered through a blended approach, considering that we are a distance learning institution. So we do have group sessions where all the students are in one meeting.
Yeah.
Through Microsoft Teams, and we do also have one-on-one support sessions where a student can take the initiative of
Yeah.
contacting a coach and saying, hey, look, I'm struggling with this and that. And that's how we deliver. And we you know what, I think the project is not that old, but they have managed to reach a high number of
Yeah.
students, in different places. I mean, We are busy with the recruitment of coaches now, where they will start in a few weeks. So, yeah, the work will be done.
Yeah.
We will reach as many students as possible.
Now, speaking on the recruitment of coaches, how does one become a coach? Or where are coaches selected from? Please take us through the recruitment process.
Okay. Student success coaches recruited from the Unisa student community.
Mm-hmm.
So you need to be a Unisa graduate,
Yeah.
to qualify to be a coach. So there will be mandatory training for them, which they will attend via Microsoft Teams, and it will be over a period of 2 to 3 days. And you need to attend all these sessions because that is going to form part of your contracting. Yeah. That's how it's done.
And you mentioned that the coaches are trained on Microsoft Teams.
Yes.
How extensive is this training program for them?
They need to attend the training to be able to deliver what they're expected to, because the training then outlines their program for that academic year, if I should say that. So they will participate in the training session. It's not like a training that you sit and listen to someone. You give your input also to test whether you are aware of what you'll be doing, because we would not want to send someone. Of course, during the recruitment processes, when we shortlist, when we appoint the coaches, we are cognizant of what the coaches bring, how they respond to the call for applications. So the training sessions are very important. They need to attend them.
Now, as a student success coach, is there an expectation that you're going to work Monday to Friday from, let's say, 8 to 5? How is the working day or the working week structured for a student success coach?
Okay, what happens is that a coach will know their student.
Mm-hmm.
We will say to you, you need to have worked so much hours for a month or a week. A week you will need to work so many hours. And then you will have your plan based on what your students are requesting from you. For example, I don't want to say it's an 8 to 5 job, because we are a distance learning institution, and most of our students are working students. People are at work now at 11, So based on what your student comes with, or their background or their profile, and then you will structure your planning accordingly. If a student says, look, I'm only available after 3 because I need to be at work, then you will restructure if you had already structured your planning of how you're going to assist the students. So I don't want to say it's an 8 to 5 because I will be restricting them also their creativity, because they need to be the creative ones, because they are the ones who will be in touch with the students.
And as a student success coach, do you take a cohort, let's say, for a year and then you ask them to reapply, or how does the contract term work for anyone who's interested in being a student support coach?
Okay, so contracts are issued for a fixed period, running from February to October. So we'll be having coaches starting now in February. So we do send out a call. Even those who were coaches in the previous year are welcome to apply. They can reapply. And then we do send out a call for applications, and the old coaches, if I should use that word, can also specify that we would like to continue with the coaching. Then they are reappointed into the system.
And then lastly, what are the minimum requirements for becoming a student success coach?
Okay, the applicants must be unemployed Unisa graduates, undergraduate or postgraduate, or busy with their postgraduate studies. So preference will be given to candidates with no or very little work experience. You know, we are trying to reach more graduates than the same ones that we usually use, because we understand that unemployment is not so a nice thing. So and it's big in our country, if I should say that. So and applicants must have access to a fully functional laptop, access to the internet, and Microsoft Teams. I think that's what we work on, the platform, the main platform that we work from.
So I had said that was the last question, but I also wanted to find out, is there a stipend available or any form of remuneration that is available to someone who becomes a coach?
Yes, it's 3,300, of course, based on their performance. Yes, and there's reports that needs to be written. You need to show us what you have done for you to even qualify for a stipend. So it's a hands-on. I don't think there's anyone who won't receive the stipend, because they will be expected to work, they will be busy, and they will be remunerated for that.
And how does either a student or someone who wants to become a success coach, how do they get in touch with you?
Okay, we are on the Unisa website, yes, and we have an app for students where they can book sessions from. So I'm encouraging students to attend the orientations. That's where all the information will be. So we are under the student retention unit, and I think our link is student success program. And then that's where you find our contacts.
Well, Mpho, thank you so much for joining us and for giving us this information. As you've heard, if you want to become a student success coach, you simply need to go on the Unisa website and look under the student retention unit. And I think it's important to have a student success coach, especially when you're coming from a high school environment, because being a distance learning student, there's a lot that is required of you, and a lot more than you would find in a traditional university. So if you are a student that is coming into the system, please do make sure that you get in touch with the student retention unit, so that you can be successful within your career as a student at Unisa. Right now we are going to take a short break, and when we return, we will be speaking to our resident life coach, Coach Kathy, and we'll be speaking about some of the decisions that if you're deciding that you're going to get married, also based on the ruling yesterday, what are some of the things that you should think about and consider before you do take the big step to walk down the aisle. So please don't go anywhere. You're still tuned into Unisa Radio with me, Thabiso Shabalala, on the Round Table Debate Show. We will be right back, so please stay tuned.
This is Unisa Radio, the African voice, where it's all about you.